Hi, I'm Jim Sammons with Jackson Kayak. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the new Jackson Kayak Kraken 13.5. I'm going to start here up at the front. If you look at the bow, again, this is a paddler's boat. It's got a very clean entry point, so it's going to give good punch through the surf, good punch through the chop, and have really nice glide. At 13.5 feet, a little more nimble than the 15.5 footer. The 13.5 is a little bit more maneuverable. You're going to lose a little bit of glide, but you're still going to have great performance. Like the name implies, 13.5. It's 13.5 feet long, and it's 30.5 inches wide. So it's a little bit wider than the 15 footer, but it's also got a little bit more volume. So it's still going to carry the weight really, really well. Right up here at the very tip of the boat, you have your drain plug. I always think that's important for an offshore boat, to be able to see your drain plug. You want to know that that thing is plugged in. And if you forgot to plug it, you can slide up there and do it. Next, nice solid handle for carrying that gear, carrying that kayak down to the beach. Dual layer hatch, neoprene gasketed. That's going to keep it nice and watertight. And it keeps those beautiful lines at the front of the boat, good water shedding. It's scooped out a little bit so you can slide your paddle right up underneath it. We know how kayak fishermen are. They like to take pictures of themselves, they like to have videos, they like to have mounts all over the boat. So we have two pieces of YakAttack GearTrac right up at the front where you can place a paddle keeper or another GoPro. You have your GoPro mount here and another spot here where you could actually put in a ram ball or anything. So lots of rigging options right off the front of the boat. As we move back down the boat, of course, we have the really big hinged center hatch. So really easy, just toss that thing forward if you're stowing gear. That center hatch comes with a removable tub. So for a lot of guys, they love having this tub. They keep tackle in it, keep it from sliding around the boat. Personally, I always chuck this thing because I put an insulated game bag in here. There's so much volume inside this boat. You can put a big insulated game bag so you can get those big fish down inside the kayak on ice. Underneath the center hatch, a couple pieces of looped bungee so you can slide that water bottle underneath there, stay hydrated while you're out on the water all day. Closes up nice and secure with a single buckle, so you're not fumbling with multiple buckles to keep that thing tied down. On the center hatch, two long pieces of GearTrac, so you can mount your rod holders, or as I do, I have a YakAttack plate that I attach right here for attaching my fish finder. It makes it very, very solid, but super easy to remove. Like all of the Jackson kayaks that you would want to rudder, they come pre-rigged, so it's super easy to rudder the boat. Adjustable foot pegs, so you can really dial things in. The Elite Edition, like this one, actually comes with padding. So it's great for when you want to stand in the boat underneath your feet, but also just long days of paddling underneath your heels. Having that padding under your heel just makes it so much more comfortable, particularly when you're in a warm place like this where you're paddling barefoot most of the time. Probably one of the most innovative things with the Kraken originally was the ability to trim your seat, moving it forward and back. So based on the load that you have, you can have that seat forward or back. Bait tank full, move it forward. Game bag full, move it back. One slight change to the 13.5 is actually the ability now for those people who want that high seat position. Jackson's always been known for having the multi-height options in their seating, and a lot of guys asked for this for wanting the faster boat who are still paddling in flat waters to be able to get up a little bit higher. So now with the Kraken, you have that higher seat position. So very stable, easier to stand up when you're in this position. Also just, you know, you're cruising the flats, a little bit better visibility from that little bit higher position. Believe me, rough water, you're gonna wanna be down there. Of course, Jackson Kayak is just known for the super, super comfortable seating. So not just being able to move this seat around, this thing is so comfortable to sit in. Comes with a thermarest pad for that lumbar support. One thing that's really important for an offshore boat is being able to lock it in. So with a piece of GearTrac down here and a strap, I can just pull this thing down. So if I'm in heavy surf conditions, I want the best tie down possible, and this just really locks that seat in. Just forward of the seat, the transducer scupper. Most of us offshore guys love to have fish finders on our boats, so having the big scupper that puts your transducer up underneath your boat so it's not sitting proud of the bottom. You're not gonna scrape it, you're not gonna drag it into the sand, anything like that. So you're gonna get the best signal and you're not gonna damage it if you happen to go over a shallow sandbar. One addition to the seats this year is the Sea-Line waterproof pouch on the back of your seat. So we've always had a pouch on the back of the seat, but this year they went with the Sea-Line, which is waterproof. So you feel much more comfortable at maybe having your camera and other gear that you really want to keep dry back behind your seat. The ability to fish with live bait for me when I'm offshore fishing is huge. So what we did on the Kraken, the original Kraken, we made a large scupper that will accommodate a bait pump. So that just drops right in here. The pump sucks water right through the bottom of the boat and up into your bait tank. So a real easy way, simple way to plumb a bait tank onto your kayak. I like to carry a lot of rods on my kayak, so having the ability to do that easily is huge. So this boat's really ready to go out and fish right out the door. Comes with 8 rod holders, 2 rocket launchers from Ram, 2 flush mounts. You have the 3 on the Kraken crate, and then 1 more that you can put up on your forward hatch. Of course, one of the very important things to me was to make sure everything you carried on your boat is secure, really can lock it down. Being able to lock down your crate onto the gear tracks on the side. So if you do have that incident where you go over in the surf, your crate's not going to go anywhere because it's locked down solid on the YakAttack GearTrac. Besides just securing down your crate, having this track here is a great place for putting those YakAttack VisiCarbon poles, or of course your GoPro on a panfish. So just getting that camera up high, again, nice and secure, nice and solid. Work your way back to the back of the boat. It comes with adjustable bungees. These will slide forward and back so you can line them up to whatever you want to carry back here. Nice heavy bungee cord. And then right behind that, rear of the boat, just a removable hatch just for more gear storage. You can batteries for your fish finders, your bait tank, you can all put back in here. Or if you're going to be doing some expedition paddling, you get a lot of storage, extra storage for your water or food or sleeping bag, whatever. So that's a quick rundown of most of the features on the Jackson Kayak Kraken 13.5. If you want to get a better look at it, go visit one of your local Jackson Kayak dealers.